In this video, we're going to learn how to create a volunteer opportunity in your nonprofit portal. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the top right-hand corner of the website and click on Login. Go ahead and enter your username and your password. That's going to take you to your homepage. In the homepage of your partner portal, you will see a list of instructions on how to properly utilize Volunteer Collier. I would highly advise that you take a second to go through these instructions to really learn how you can make Volunteer Collier work for you in your organization. For now, we're going to be focusing on how to create a volunteer opportunity. To do that, we're going to click on the Create Volunteer Opportunity link right below the Volunteer Collier logo. Creating a volunteer opportunity in Volunteer Collier is fairly easy. But before we begin, let me show you what volunteers see when they come into the Volunteer Collier website. Now, right now, we're going to go ahead and open the homepage for Volunteer Collier. In here, you'll be able to find a search box that prospective volunteers will utilize to find your opportunity. They can use keywords or their location to find available opportunities. Now, the reason why I want to show you this page is because this is exactly where the opportunity that we will be making today will be listed. And I want you to be mindful that your title and description will be showing here. So it's very important that you select them accordingly. Now let's go back to the customer portal. Before we begin, you want to make sure you select a good volunteer opportunity name. And that can be anything depending on what you need. Next, we want to make sure that we select a good volunteer opportunity description. Please provide a detailed description of what it is that you need in your organization. And try to make your volunteers excited. Give them a reason to want to be a part of your nonprofit and to want to work for you. Below, we're going to move down and select an opportunity coordinator. And this area is automatically filled in when you register to the organization. So the names that are going to be here are going to be the names of the 2 individuals that you selected or entered when you registered. Now, in the location area, the system will automatically default to the location that you entered. But you are able to select other locations by selecting the Add a Location feature, which will take you to a next step in the registration process. Now, for the moment, we're looking for a campaign assistant position, and we do want them to be in the United Way office, so we're going to select that option. The next thing you want to do is to select your primary impact area. Now, there's many options, but if for some reason you can't find your area listed, you can scroll down to the end of the list and select Other. Now, your population served does not have to be just one area. You can have many different areas in this section. To select, you want to click on the area that you want to add. In our case, we'll do families. And you want to move to the arrow that's facing the chosen direction. Now, I had selected various ones, which is why you're getting that big list. If you want to remove some of those items, you can hit on the back arrow to do so. Now, please try to be as specific as you can when you're doing this. Think about the people that are looking for your services. The more keywords that you include, the easier they will find you. Next, we want to make sure we select whether or not we're looking for a project or our activity. The main difference is that projects allow your volunteers to track their hours, which is something that's very appealing to a lot of volunteers who are working with universities and they need to complete hours to graduate, or volunteers who are looking for scholarships and need to have volunteers hour as an added prerequisite for their application. So if you want your volunteers to be able to track their hours, please make sure that you select the project option. If, for example, you work for the Red Cross and you're looking for a disaster relief volunteer force, you are able to select that in the options here. In our case, our opportunity is not disaster related. So we're going to go ahead and move past that or select not disaster related. Next, you want to select an age range. Now, many organizations have strict standards with this, but for us, it's okay to have high schoolers come and help. So we're going to set our minimum age at 16 and our maximum age at 100 because it's not important for us the age of our volunteers. Now, here's something that I want you to really think about, and it's what schedule type you're looking for. And let me show you why. In the volunteer opportunity section, you will see a feature that is called our calendar feature. If you select a date and time specific event, that opportunity is going to show in our calendar feature at the top section. So where it says volunteer calendar. So you need to have a date and a time attached to your event for that event to show here. So make sure if this is important to you that you select this option. Now, let's go back to the portal. If you're not sure of the date and the time where you need a volunteer and you're flexible, that opportunity is not going to feed into the volunteer opportunity calendar. Instead, it's going to show in the volunteer search results that we just looked at. Now, the next section, I will let you look over yourself. In our case, we do allow court order volunteers and seniors, so we will go ahead and select that and move on to the next page. Now, this next screen is going to allow us to select a schedule for our opportunity. You can pick a start date, which is the date where your opportunity will start showing on the Volunteer Collier website after it has been approved, and an end date. And that is it. That is the end of our volunteer opportunity submittal process. Now, before the opportunity goes live, we're going to have to approve the opportunity on our end. So please give us some time. We will receive an email once that opportunity is submitted, and it will take anywhere between 24 to 48 hours for us to approve it. So please have some patience. If you have any questions about the process, you can contact us at the contact information listed on volunteercollier.org.